Most women set their prices by looking sideways. They scroll through what other coaches charge. They find the middle and land somewhere that feels safe. Not too expensive to scare her away, but not too cheap to seem desperate. And then they wonder why selling feels hard. Here's the problem. When your price is based on what everyone else is charging, you're pricing based on their value, their audience, and their confidence level, none of which has anything to do with you. A price that isn't rooted in your own value is a price you'll never fully believe in. And a price you don't believe in is a price you'll apologize for every time you say it out loud. Hey there, welcome back. I'm Tiffany Fulcher, sales coach for women and founder of Convert Her. This is a place where women come who are done with inconsistent income to build a sales system that actually works. If that's you, subscribe and let's get into it. Before I show you how to price correctly, I want to show you what market-based pricing is actually doing to your ability to close. Because it's not just a numbers problem, it's a positioning problem. Here's what happens when every woman in your space prices by looking at each other. A race to the middle, where the only way to differentiate is to go lower. And going lower starts a spiral that ends in undercharging, over-delivering, and burning out serving clients who don't fully value what you do. And here's the piece that nobody's talking about. Being the cheapest is not always the path to more sales. Some of your best potential clients will be repelled by a price that's too low. Not because they're snobby, but because price communicates value. And when your price says, I'm not sure I'm worth it, the woman who is ready to invest in a real transformation, she hears that. And she walks past you to invest with someone who's priced with confidence. You're not just losing money by undercharging, you're also losing your best clients. So what is the right foundation for your price? It has nothing to do with what the market is doing. It has everything to do with what your work actually produces. And here's the fundamental shift that changes everything. Stop pricing what you do and start pricing what changes because of what you do. Most women price their time, their hours, their deliverables, the number of calls, the length of the program, but that's not what your client is buying. She's not buying 6 coaching calls. She's buying her first 10K month. She's not buying a 12-week program. She's buying the confidence to show up in every sales conversation without apologizing for what she charges. And those outcomes, they have a value that has nothing to do with how many hours went into creating them. Now, here's how you actually set your price. Ask yourself, what is the financial value of the transformation my client achieves? If she implements what I teach and closes 3 additional clients this month, what is that worth for her? Price from that number, not from what your competitors charge. But knowing the transformation is only half of that. The other half is understanding exactly who's ready to invest in it and what that client actually looks like. The right client's not looking for the cheapest option. She's looking for the right option. So who is she? Not the woman who's curious about your work. She's the woman who's ready to invest in changing something real in her business. She's the woman running a service business at $3 to $5K a month who is ready to get to 10K. She's not buying a $97 product. She's investing $500, $1,000, $2,000 in the right support because she understands that investment is how she closes the gap. That woman, that's your client. And she won't take you seriously at the price signals that you don't take your own work seriously. You know her deeply, so price for the version of her who is ready and stop discounting your work to attract the version of her who isn't there yet. Because even if she buys at the discounted price, she will be your hardest client to serve. So how do you know if the price you have right now is working for or against you? Here are 3 signals that tell you that immediately. Signal number 1, you feel relief when someone says yes. Relief is not the right feeling. The right feeling is satisfaction. If you feel relief, it means you were scared she'd say no, which means you were selling from fear. And the fear almost always points to a price you don't fully believe in. Signal number 2, everyone says yes with 0 hesitation. If you're closing 100% of conversations with 0 friction, your price may be too low. Healthy pushback in a sales conversation is normal. 0 pushback is a signal you're leaving significant money on the table. And signal number 3, your clients are difficult to serve. The clients who negotiate hardest before they've even seen your full offer are almost always the most difficult to work with. Not because they're bad people, but because the decision to invest wasn't fully theirs. It was made easier by a price too low to create real commitment. Full investment creates full commitment, and full commitment creates your best client results. And here's what I want to leave you with. Because pricing correctly isn't really about the number, it's about what the number says about you. The woman who charges what her work is worth is not arrogant. She's clear. Clear on what she delivers, clear on the transformation that happens because of her work, and clear on the kind of client who is ready to invest in that transformation. She stopped looking sideways at what everyone else charges a long time ago, because she realized that what everyone else charges has absolutely nothing to do with what she is worth. She priced her transformation, she raised her belief by reviewing her clients' results regularly, and she started attracting a completely different client, one who showed up ready to do the work, got better results, and referred her friends without being asked. So your price is not just a number, it's a statement about what you believe your work is worth. If you're ready to charge what you're worth and attract clients who don't need convincing, I want you at my free live training, Stop Winging Sales, Start Signing Clients. Free live 1 full hour. The link is in the description, and I can't wait to see you there.